Monday morning, ladies and gents. Jazz Borganzo, another What's Next. Busy weekend. Cranking out the videos. And did one regarding the Eternals trailer number 2. And also the debacle over at Netflix with its He-Man, I Am Woman CGI. Yikes. We're gonna stay in comics. 2 stories recently have popped up in the last several days, especially one in the last 24 hours. That is not really a surprise to everyone. It's just confirmation, but I'll let you be the judge. Let's take a look. Story number 1. This comes out of Cosmic Book News. Captain America 4 is a go with Anthony Mackie. But before I continue, there was an interview that was done with Anthony Mackie last year at the height of the riots that kind of ties in with what we're going in with this story. So let me jump to that. Anthony Mackie, Marvel doesn't have a Rahcism problem, it has an unawareness problem. The successor to Captain America's Legacy said Marvel and other movie studios typically hold meetings that are 98% white. Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon in Captain America and Avengers films, revealed in a new interview that he believes Marvel Studios and other companies making Hollywood blockbusters suffer from an awareness problem. Quote, "I don't think what's happening here is a Rahcism problem," Mackie said in an interview. He clarified earlier comments in June in which he called out Marvel for having an overwhelmingly white staff on all its films. And the only hiring majority of black staff was for Black Panther, the one Marvel movie featuring a black superhero. Actually, it wasn't the only one. We are talking about Blade, Blade 2, and Blade 3. But then again, facts. Quote, "I think it's an unawareness problem. I really think that with most companies, they feel like they're doing what they should be doing. In no way, shape, or form is it enough." Mackie was also vocal, urging movie studios to regularly hire diverse actors, film crews, directors for their skill rather than hit a quota. In the interview, he said executives and financiers behind major motion pictures, such as Marvel blockbusters, are likely to have offices and parties that are 98% white, which reinforces a lack of understanding. Quote, "The blessing about all this is I can go into the meetings and say, the next time I go into this meeting, I don't want to be the only black person here." Mackie emphasizing that it was his job to make sure that the Marvel Universe is as good as it can be. So you're against quotas, but yet you want to force studios to hire so it can meet quotas. Okay. You can't cast a black dude as one of your main superheroes and not expect him to have that conversation, Mackie said, referring to himself. "It's just my DNA to have that conversation." Mackie also addressed the finale of Endgame, in which an elderly Captain America passes his iconic shield to Falcon, intending him to inherit his legacy. Quote, "It was humbling. Just simply not because of my background and where I came from," Mackie said, "or it's even more humbling considering where we are as a country, having Captain America pass the shield to a black guy." I say that to set up this. Cosmic Book News reports Mackie is a go as Captain America in the 4th film. Captain America 4 is a go, excuse me, with Anthony Mackie set to star, which follows the news from April that the flick was in development. It's reported by Deadline that Anthony Mackie has closed the deal and starred in the flick, though Disney and Marvel have yet to announce anything official. It's also unknown if Sebastian Stan will be back as Bucky, Winter Soldier, but following the Falcon and Winter Soldier, in addition to Sebastian Stan, additional possibilities could include Wyatt Russell's John Walker, the Captain America that no one likes, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, why, or maybe even Black Widow's Florence Pugh, Scene Stealer, Yelena Belanova, who looks to appear in Hawkeye, Disney Plus series. Without Clint Barton, it'll be his daughter. So, yeah. Captain America 4 could get a 2023 release or later date. Excuse me. Last we saw Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson was in the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, where the reluctant Sam finally accepted his role as the new captain and donned the costume. We can also guess that Captain America 4 won't get a release date until 2023 or later, judging on how busy Marvel's MCU schedule has been, including the not released but quickly getting forgotten Shang-Chi, the The not so good Eternals, and of course, the one movie that people are looking forward to, and I'll jump into that later, Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, Marvel has Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor, not really Thor, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That should be interesting. And the Captain Marvel sequels. I'm sorry. That's a joke in itself. In addition to all the Disney Plus shows that are on the slate. My thoughts. Situation with Anthony Mackie. I think when you have Anthony Mackie basically saying, it's about time they gave me a big role. It's about time they handed the shield to me. It's about time that we stop on this whiteness in Hollywood, and particularly Marvel and Disney Studios. The one thing I didn't see asked of him was, are you appreciative of the opportunity to work in Hollywood? Are you appreciative of the opportunity to get the opportunity to be in the MCU, to actually, star as a character, a major character in the MCU? And to me, the interviewer, shall I say, didn't really address that to him. So that would have been an interesting question to throw at Mackie, and interesting for Mackie to return his response. But one, as a Steve Rogers fan who grew up with Steve Rogers as Captain America, Steve Rogers will always be Captain America, period, end of story. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Sam Wilson is donning the suit and the shield and the comic verse right now. And this is out of bounding into comics. Leaked Spider-Man No Way Home trailer appears to confirm Marvel Universe crossover. After a litany of rumors, casting speculation, fan hype, it looked like we finally have a skeletal patchwork of what the teaser trailer for the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home could possibly look like. Yes, in a classic Marvel fashion, Spider-Man No Way Home trailer has apparently leaked online, a beat for a second-hand potato quality recording featuring a heavy amount of unfinished CGI. As of writing this, amidst a number of Sony takedowns, at least one user has the trailer still up. Let's check that out. Oh, and sorry about the spoiler alert, but this is probably all going to change by the time the actual official trailer comes out.
Is it black and bullshit? Mm-hmm.
Back to the story. If you've been following any of the rumored leaks for the movie over the past year, you're likely up to snuff on the many casting rumors surrounding which characters are poised to show up in the film. Hinted reappearances such as Jamie Foxx's Electro, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, and even Matt Murdock's Netflix's Daredevil. From the looks of the trailer, it looks like, at very least, those last two characters are set to appear in No Way Home. Like I said, this is a spoiler alert, so for those who are kind of going to be like oohs and shocked and all, a footprint, if you will, of what the final trailer could look like. And we're probably not going to know anything until probably towards the end of the year or maybe into 2022. There's no surprise there that the multiverse has been talked about since, probably since Endgame, maybe Infinity War. It's been talked about, so this should be nothing surprising or shocking or new for anyone. It's just confirmation on what MCU has been toying around with for the last several years in regarding how to get the multiverse into the MCU and not make it look like, oh, here it is. No. But should be interesting. And with that, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Peace.